Boy, it's a lot going on in the world right now. Not something I would have noticed.
Really?
Maybe 5, not wrong. Yeah, 5 to 10 years ago, maybe less. 5 to 6 years ago.
Who do you think you are?
It's a lot going on. A lot. I became a mother twice in the last 7 years. 6, 7 years. My oldest child is going on 7 that I have now. My youngest one is going on 5. You know, when they talk about those times where, you know, when they talk about people growing up, you know, you always hear, oh, you need to grow up, or some people would say, oh, I literally felt myself grow up over the past 5 years. I would say it started around my 30s, but in my 30s, I was fast asleep. I was, you know, sleep, unconscious, knocked out, deep, and had been for a long time.
Wait, let me put my little baby on this.
But I was fighting to stay asleep. I think I was fighting to wake up. You know what I'm saying? I could say I've been clean off of narcotic drugs for the past few months on my own. I did not go to rehab. You talking about awakening and waking up and growing up. I felt something like that happen to me. I knew that, you know, with the mind that I had, why are things the way they are? You know, why, you know, I feel like I should, you know, if I have the mind that I have, I should be in a better place. But then you come to find out, okay, so this white supremacy, you know, I had heard about it. Yeah, it's been talked about ever since I was here from time to time. It always in the back of my head, but never actually taking it serious. But, you know, I knew white people was in control. They had all the power, the money. I never saw them. Stop, Adina. I didn't see them.
Slowing down.
I never seen them as superior to me. I just knew that they had all the money and all the stuff. But I was never turned on by it. It was never appealing to me. I never saw white people as being superior to me. And I don't respect them like that. However, I had behaviors and attitudes that would suggest that I did. But I do not. I don't pretend to like somebody that I don't like. I'm very standoffish when I'm around people that I don't know. Now that I understand what white supremacy is about and about getting on code, I still feel the same way about white people. Okay, so this is what everything that I've experienced in my life, all the BS, you know, it was all stemming from white supremacy. I understand I was a victim of white supremacy, and why my reality didn't match what I thought it probably should have been. Yeah, I was talking to people, and it didn't matter who I ran across, certain people or whatever, and I would notice that especially white folks or white Latino, you know, them bitches act like they don't know what's going on. Because it was a neighbor of mine who I was trying to talk to, and I was trying to tell her, like, something's happening, like something's going on, and I'm thinking everybody's experiencing this. No, that's not the case. And even if she wasn't experiencing, you know, because I know how white supremacy like that play dumb. So I don't know if she was either playing dumb or really didn't understand what I was talking about. But I realized, again, about getting on code. Okay, I don't even need to talk to her. I don't need to do anything with her. Then I understand like how the kids interact with each other in white supremacy. I had to stop that shit. I will not let my kids continue being victims of it. I homeschool my kids. I'm getting deeper into. I just want to say, shouts out to Remedy H, Rod Hayes, for their videos that they post. I found out about Frances Cress Welsing, Dr. John Henry Clark, all these people, you know what I'm saying, who is out here trying to wake us up and give us this information. I can't even, few of the names are right there at the tip of my tongue, but and I couldn't believe all this. I was like, oh my God, where have I been? And then I went back 30 years ago and find out, well, where was my mother? What was she doing when all of this was going on? I was a kid, so I realized that at the time all this information was coming out with John Henry Clark and stuff like that, my mother was trying to keep us from knowing about white supremacy. Instead, put us in a cult, in the Yahweh cult in Miami, Florida, in the late 80s, when he was already under investigation for whatever, and in the early 90s was imprisoned. Here I am back in California, where I was born, because she moved down to Florida, left my father, moved to Florida. The shit is crazy. Like, I can see myself, I literally grown up. It's like I had to fill the gap from the time I was 7, 8, 9, when I was forced to go back to sleep, until now. Like, that whole middle piece of my life is missing as far as growing, fighting white supremacy, upward mobility, and everything like that. I was all in survival mode from the time I can remember until now. That shit is over with. I'm gonna come back with more details about this so-called awakening, this growing up period. I'm still not growing up. I'm sort of not, not quite half. I damn sure know I ain't even 100. That's for sure. It was so much I didn't know. So much I still don't know. But I know one thing, the buck stops here. That shit stopped right here. That shit stops here. But it'd be more details coming as I, look at certain things happening, and then I kind of like give what I understand on all of this.
Get your little baby off the ground.